Hi, you beautiful people! How is everyone? Late streaming? This is actually early for me. I don't usually stream this late, this early. I mean, sometimes, I guess. Anyways, hello! Hello, Stan. Are you in the Baguette Land right now? And TwitchCon? We forget. Let's go. Ayo! Oh yeah, hold on. This light is too much. Hold on. There we go. Hi. Not at TwitchCon. Currently in a running museum. Ooh. Running museum. Didn't get it right. You mean Rodin Museum, maybe? Very much statues of naked people. Ooh, that I want to see. Ooh! Oh, that's cool! Wait. Why naked people? I see a lot of armors and old stuff like that. Oh, this looks cool. You see, cutie? Where? Where? Are you looking at the mirror again? I don't know. I'm trying to hide the fact that like this entire thing is red. This is why I don't have a choker today. Sorry to disappoint. How is everyone? I didn't consider the fact that today is still TwitchCon. So there might be people that like will miss this stream. So I'm just kind of like, do I upload it to YouTube? Aki, hello! Can see that well? Oh, don't worry, I feel it enough. It was so much more red. This is like the better version of it. I'm considering speaking with my doctor tomorrow. I kind of thought about doing it today, but then I was like, I'm busy today. It can wait another day. Is it still itchy? It's less itchy. But the problem is, I don't know if I should keep on using the thing. It's just kind of like, I will stop for the meantime. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. It's just like, I hope that I don't have to go there, to be honest. I don't want to go there again, especially not in this weather. So I'm just kind of like, can I just call them and be like, hello? Can I speak with my doctor, please? I have an issue with what he gave me. Don't use it, call the doctor. Yeah, for sure. I'm not... Trust me. Dude, it was so itchy. It was so freaking itchy. It has gotten better. It was a lot more red and it was a lot more itchy. But I'm putting a lot of aloe vera on it. Looking at my skin though, it does look like I got burned. So, it might be a chemical burn, which I don't like the idea of. Enjoy the lurk and continue your journey through the museum. Very surprised, not gotten a sunburn yet. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. Do not jinx it. Sunburns are the worst. Especially if it's on your back and you're trying to sleep on your back and just kind of like, no. Do you guys sleep on your tummy or on your back? Tell me. Stick into the shade. Are you putting sunscreen though? This is important. Did you know that you can get burned even if you're in the shade? Because the sun reflects. This motherfucker. You sleep like a plank even with sunburns? On your back. Did you ever get sunburns on your back and try to sleep on that? You sleep on your side? Same. Which is the biggest issue? because I twist from side to side. And if you have sunburns on both sides, you're screwed. Would not recommend. Okay. I'm not sure where we left off, but let's see. Thuggie React. When was the last time that we did it? Just don't get burned and stay inside? Technically, you can get burned by staying inside as well. Did you see this? Look at that. Look at that bright, bright sun. If I do that, it looks like I have a magical power. Ooh. But yeah, look at that. Look at that sun. And this is with the shade, like with the curtain. And this one, I can't really use the curtain. Unfortunately. I mean, I could, but it will mess up in the entire setup that I have. So I can't, like, this sun. You snore so loud you wake the neighbors if you sleep on your back. Wait, how do you sleep then? Muffled? With your pillow? You learned to lie completely still from scouting camps. Oh. On your sides? Interesting. So if you sleep on your back, you snore more? Not a lot of space to twist. To be fair, I am a very small space sleeper. Does it make sense? I don't know if it makes sense. It makes sense in my head. I'm not the kind of person that will spread out. I'm the kind of person that would bunch into a little thing. Especially if I sleep next to my cousin. My cousin is the opposite. She sleeps like a starfish. So I'm just kind of like, I have a small space now. We'll keep it mine. But yeah, I'm used to, like, when I slept in, like, we had a small tent thingy that we went camping with, and I had to sleep with another person, and don't worry, neither of us was like, or stuff like that. It was just like sleeping like mummies, even though half of the night I didn't sleep, because I didn't feel good. You only snore on your back. I wonder if it's like an airway issue then. It was impossible on those stretcher things. Probably only 50 centimeters wide. Let me check something. This is 30. It's another 20. Yeah, there is no way. Absolutely no way. Okay, alright. Where did we leave off? This is a marker for Thuggie. How to be an ancient Greek. Okay, we've seen that. So I think that's the next one from EJ. I think. Yeah, because I haven't seen the Yoda one. Okay. Okay. Shall we get to it? Switch to this. Indeed. I just realized that, like, there is more ceiling than... Should I lower it up a little bit? I don't know if I should lower it up a little bit. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. Okay. You are seeing the Final Fantasy one. Okay, awesome. Back to here real quick. Oh, that's for the chat. Guys, do we want to have a chat? I think I'm gonna keep the chat. Oh, look, it looks cute. I'm gonna keep it. What do you guys think? Look at that. Look at that. Say something. Tell mom you love her. I mean, or not. Like, you don't have to say hello to your mom or anything. Just like, haha. Good job, Akumi. Yes. You did exactly as you were told. Delicious. Good job. I have so much shit here. Can you see that I've prepared for this stream? No? Because I haven't. Oh, found it. Found it. Okay. Here you go. Emily, hello! Long time to see. Okay. This is the first one. Not testing the new thing. John! Actually, John is in the chat. John, do you want to see something that was kind of like made possible thanks to you? Do we like the chat, by the way? Do we not like the chat? I kind of, because a lot of people are gonna miss this stream, because TwitchCon and stuff like that, I was thinking maybe putting it on YouTube as a whole. Like, good luck. What do you think? But, there is something that me and Akumi worked on. Akumi probably worked on it more than I did. I have so many tabs open. So everything I say will be on the internet forever? Wait, isn't it already? You mean to say that, like, stuff that you say does not? Because, like, mine does. VODs only last 45 days. But you know that I, save a lot of my VODs and I edit into a collection. Right? And, when you save the VOD... it saves the chat. Not if you know where to look. Wait. John, do you have something to tell me? Because I have lost some VODs that I want to keep. That I haven't saved. My entire Alan Wake playthrough, specifically. Okay, that looks easier to read. What do you think? You don't know, you're just rambling? I mean, me too. That's what I'm here for. Akumi's trying to hide his name, so now I know because everybody's saying. Akumi! Wait. That's smart though. I'm sorry. I mean, you can see Aki's name clearly. Okay, John, are you here? I'm sorry, I completely got distracted. I want to show you something specifically that was, it was made mainly thanks to Akumi, but you helped. Did good. It's just, yeah. So yeah, we have a new alert that is, for my shop. So whenever someone places an order, by the way, there will be a shop update today. After stream. You saw nothing? Should I press it again? I'm still learning about it, okay? Learning. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! Look at that! Look at that! I didn't break it. I didn't break it. I don't think I did. I hope not. It seems to be working. It seems to be not centered though. There we go. Oh my gosh! There we go. But yeah, we have a new alert now. Yay! Look at me. It will not say the name, it will not say the price, it will not say anything. It will just alert me that there is a new shop purchase thingy, which is like exciting. And I will be able to see the name so I can thank them on stream. Lego! What happened? Yay! Okay, but now we're reacting stuff. We're 100% reacting to stuff, okay? This is from EJ. I'm watching you. Don't stretch it. I said I like you. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, Joe Wright, who I've worked with 3 times on Pride and Prejudice and Atonement and Anna Karenina, didn't originally want me for Pride and Prejudice because he said I was too pretty. And then he met me and said, oh no, you're fine.
Oh my god! Whew. Off to a rough start, are we? This is one way to get roasted. Hello, Mr. Butchin. Gee, thanks. Ouch. Ouch. I felt that. Alright. Next one. Okay. This is the next one. This is from Rainy. I have not seen Star Wars.
Hello, YouTube. It's me, Chef Yoda, and today we're going to be making a funny cake. Here's the list of ingredients you'll need for your Yoda cake. First we'll need some salt. Then we're going to need flour. And the wine is very important. As an ingredient to cake is, we'll also need butter and eggs and shit. Alright, let's go. Dude, no. So you want to take some flour and add it to your pot. Now that you've added your flour, it's time for us to just shake it up. So you want to take it and just whatever, get some salt in there. Who cares? It's mayo? Okay, cool.
Guys, he's passed out on the pan. So do you want to wake him?
Hey, Yoda, come on, man.
Yoda.
Shit.
So let's check on our cake. It's in the oven. We really did just steal that joke, didn't we? Oh, fuck, dude, that's a pizza, man. What's the ingredients? Cheese.
Yoda, you okay, man?
I'm fine. I just always look green. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
I'm good.
Nice. Movie accurate. I don't know what I saw. Did I say pause report for the last 2 minutes? It was a minute and a half. Next! I don't know what I saw, but there is something about gagging, throwing up, and all of those like sounds in between to make my stomach wake up in the wrong way. So, did not like. Next. Thanks, Rainy, though. Appreciate you. Next is from Kage. Title: What kind of Asian are you? Okay. I hope this is nothing racist.
Hi there.
Hi.
Nice day, huh?
Yeah, finally, right?
Where are you from? Your English is perfect.
San Diego. We speak English there.
Oh, no. Where are you from?
Well, I was born in Orange County, but I never actually lived there.
I mean before that.
Before I was born.
Yeah, like, where are your people from?
Well, my great-grandma was from Seoul.
Korean. I knew it. I was like, she's either Japanese or Korean. But I was leaning more towards Korean.
Amazing.
Yeah. Hamshasina. There's a really good teriyaki barbecue place near my apartment. So I actually really like kimchi.
Cool. What about you? Where are you from?
San Francisco.
But where are you from?
Oh, I'm just American.
Really? You're Native American?
No, just regular American. Oh, well, I guess my grandparents are from England.
Oh, well. Hello, Governor! What's all this then? Drop the ball into you. Let's get a small tea. Double, toil and trouble. Mind the gap! Beware Jack the Ripper! Bloody hell! Pip pip! Cheerio!
You show
I
them.
think your people's fish and chips are amazing.
You're weird.
Really? I'm weird? Must be a Korean thing.
Yeah. I'm offended. Oh, that question. Where are your people from? Oh, I hate those. No. Okay, from John. Next. Please be something good. Bambi, the ultimate Bambi recap. Oh no! I'm gonna have trauma, aren't I? Oh. I need to watch Bambi again. The abs though. This is Bambi too?
Bambi. 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 Simba.
No! I haven't seen Bambi 2. I haven't seen Bambi 2. Oh my god. Bambi? Bambi! Simba. You didn't even know it existed? I heard about it and I was like, Disney. Again. That was a good one. Thank you, John. I liked it. Alright. Next. Ozyman reviews. Janet Gracia and Mexican weather. I have some worries about that.
I find myself really interested in Mexican weather lately. I don't know what it is. Oh, fuck me, Dad. It's good just to learn about other cultures and precipitation. Like, yeah, I may not know what Janet Garcia is saying, but a part of me is okay. It's okay with all of this. 33 degrees, 56%. Like, I get the bullet points. I get the bloody bullet points, and that's all you need. Minima, maxima, notchy. Yeah, all good. Fucking lightning, rain, it doesn't matter. Oh, none of it matters. It's fine. Even if I did know Spanish and she told me that a freak tidal wave approaches, I'd be like, so what? I'll live. It's no worries. I have a snorkel. She could tell me climate change is, oh, fuck, real. I'd be like, what do I have to do? She could be saying, stock up on tin food, get plenty of bog roll, protect your family, and I would jump into action. She'd make me approach the apocalypse with a can-do attitude. Anyway,
how do you feel about that?
It's interstate tomorrow. Shower 2 for Sydney, a few showers and a chance of a thunderstorm for Canberra.
Yeah, nah, no one gives a shit.
Okay. That's one way to look at the weather. That's one way to look at the weather. Whew. Okay. It's just no comment. There was weather. It was huge weather degrees Celsius situation. One thing they all have in common is they all tell lies. What do you mean tell lies? Oh my god. Next. Baby panda meets mom for the first time. Okay. He's so small. Sounds a little bit terrifying. I don't think this is how you should pick up your baby. Okay. Is he okay? Are you okay? The way that they held him here scared me a little bit. Smoosh. I mean, I understand the need to smoosh, but like, gentle. Free snack. That's how they need to do it. Dude, but their teeth are just kind of like, you see their teeth is just kind of like here for him. Pandas they are very dumb. There is a reason that they exist, and it's not thanks to themselves. It's thanks to the human who take care of them. Like have you seen like silly panda like competition kind of like thing? Like the dumb shit that they do, I'm just kind of like, how did they survive for this long? I mean, I understand, but like with dogs, like they have this area here for cats as well, that the mom picks them up. It's because WWF wants to save ink costs on their logo. Just for that. If left alone, they would be extinct, for sure. For sure, 100%. Like, have you seen the dumb shit that they do? Holy shit. They can't even mate. Like, they kind of like have to force them to mate in a way, from what I understood. Because they either don't know how to do it, or not interested in it. I don't know. Pandas are a unique creature. They get too stressed to mate. Relatable. Okay, next. It is a Nintendo Wii trailer. A game trailer. How old is it? 12 years old. There's some dumb looking. In a cute way. They remind me a little bit of Kuppelkopf and stuff like that. Like what's the name for them? Muggles. Got it. So this is how it got there. Good to know. Yes, Muggles, exactly. It looks like Pikmin? I don't know what that is. Call, hello! Next! Listen, we're getting closer to 2023. Getting closer to it. Final Fantasy. Speaking of Muggles.
I finally finished my greatest game ever. Rad Racer. One more game left on my contract, and then I'm free to pursue my real dreams. Hip-hop. Yes, it's time for my final game. My final fantasy. Great job, Sakaguchi! Final Fantasy was such a hit!
Shinzo, thank you so much for the resub.
We're gonna need another one.
Oh, and don't forget, there is a clause in your contract that says if the game is a hit, you owe us one more. Get to work.
Final Fantasy 2? That doesn't even make sense. Okay. One more game.
Sakaguchi, Final Fantasy 2 was better than Final Fantasy 1. I don't know how you did it.
I think we're gonna need a trilogy.
That's it. I can't come up with any more stuff. I'm gonna cram all the same ideas into a new game. I'm gonna burn them out. Yes. Then I'll be free to go.
Oh my god, Sakaguchi! The wizards, the magic, these games are amazing!
We should make one more.
Okay, you like wizards? You like magic? Well, let's flip the script a little bit. Do you like riding on the backs of whales? Having a trip to the moon? Yeah, let's see him get a load of this.
Oh, Final Fantasy 4, it made me think, it made me cry. Oh, the lunar whale, nice touch.
We're gonna need another one.
Number 5, get to work.
The main character's name is Butts.
Oh my god, it's so good! Oh my god, make 6!
You see the pictures behind him change.
You know what? Magic is dead. Robots everywhere. Oh, in the world? Yeah, it's run by a cloud. And you know what? He destroys it. Ah! No way Final Fantasy fans will like this.
Hey, that was your best one, so 7.
Okay. The world is dead. Humanity lives under a pizza in the sky. No magic. No. They got rocks. And everyone's mean. Except for there's one nice. We'll make her a girl. And we'll murder the girl. We'll just murder the girl.
We're not worthy. So good. We don't even want another Final Fantasy game. We should make a movie. Fuck it.
Hey, I'm here to tell somebody named Sakaguchi that they're movie bombed and they're fired. Yeah, so if that's you, get the fuck out. Yeah, thanks.
He did it. He's free.
Yes! 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 Sakaguchi!
He's finally free. I haven't played any of the Final Fantasy games that were mentioned in this, but I understand. I feel maybe that's what I forgot his name. Final Fantasy 14 director. What's his name? I forgot. It was something with Y? Yoshi, there we go. I think that's what Yoshi might be feeling. He just kind of like saved the Realm Reborn, and ever since then, it's history. It's like extension, extra expansion, extra expansion, extra expansion. You just, when will I be free? Even though technically after Endwalker he had the opportunity to go out. He had the opportunity to be like, this is the end of Final Fantasy 14 story. But he's kind of like, we have a roadmap for 10 more years. It's on him. Just saying. It's on him. Next. From Rainy.
Robotic Spider-Man had a bit of a rough day at Disney California Adventure earlier this week.
Sharon, airbags, please!
The weapon facility is not equipped with airbags.
Ouch. Well, that didn't exactly nail that landing. Spider-Man was supposed to land on the roof, but came up short. No worries, no one was injured because, of course, that is an animatronic Spider-Man. On the roof, but came up short. No worries.
Sharon, airbags, please!
Imagine what much drama it is for a kid. Is Spiderman okay?
Airbags, please!
Dude, why am I like this? Why am I like this? Wait. That's a whooper right there. I can't. Have you seen it from the start? I can show it to you one more time if you want to.
Sharon, airbags, please!
I love this. God. No. I'm fine. This is fine. Are you guys ready to get educated about the platypus? Because that's the next one. Oh, it's not educated, sorry. It's a conspiracy about them. I hope they gave him the rest of the day off. Sounds good. I don't know what that word is, but I believe you.
The shaggy platypus Ornithorhynchus pilosus is rarely seen out of the water. However, in springtime, young males leave the safety of their homes in search of new rivers and streams in which to find a mate. The adaptations that make them remarkable swimmers are of no use out of the water. They are awkward and defenseless, making them vulnerable to the nearby Tasmanian devil. Time is of the essence. The platypus pauses. It can sense there is a waterway nearby.
What?
He must hurry, lest he succumb, as many males do,
No,
to the
this
ravages of the Tasmanian devil. Slipping down the bank and into cool waters, his many days' journey is now complete. Jerry, fade it out. Fade to black, Jerry. Oh, well, now they've seen it. All right, I'm sorry this is how you have to find out, but there's no such thing as a beaver. A beaver is just a backward platypus that evolved some giant-ass teeth. Giant ass teeth. Apparently they like to put wood back there. The science hippies told me not to tell you, but you deserve to know. I'm sorry I just blew your friggin' mind. Oh, now you fade out. Jerry.
I knew it. I was like, this makes no sense. What happened to their face? Something doesn't make sense. I love this man. Next. I love those dudes. They make great content.
We've reached the edge of the forest. Here we shall meet Philidin, a rogue who will escort us further.
Nothing in Australia makes sense.
I'm glad we made it.
Adventurer? While we have some time, I want to tell you something. Over the course of our quest, I've become quite infatuated with you. No, it's more than that. I've developed feelings for you. Very strong feelings.
What? You know, I noticed a chemistry between you as well.
Just never felt so comfortable around anybody before. The stories we shared, the conversations we had. It means something.
I don't think you said a single word since we left.
After this journey, I just feel like I know you. And that you know me.
I was really hoping after this quest we might get a coffee or
I
something.
want us to be together.
That's disappointing.
You're right. It's not fair of me to ask these things of you. But I just can't help it.
What is happening?
But I just feel so safe around you. Is it love?
Well, if I know love.
I think This is love.
Oh, thank God, our escort is here.
Adventurers, we must get moving. The surrounding area is crawling with... Wow. Never have I ever in my life been so immediately drawn to a person as I am in this moment, right now.
What?
Make love to me.
He's not doing anything!
I thought you were mine. And I was yours. You're right. After everything we just been through, I see you're just too much hero for one woman. Perhaps there's enough of this adventure for the both of us.
I'm that
I
guy.
can confidently say there is.
Are you kidding me?
This one.
Oh well, at least I've still got you.
What a hero.
Ah!
This is what being a main character in every single game feels like. When it comes to Genshin, your character barely says anything. When it comes to even Final Fantasy, in Final Fantasy we barely just like, we're kind of like either doing that or we nod or we're doing that. Like almost nothing. We're doing almost nothing on Final Fantasy. On Star Rail, they do let the main character speak a little bit more, which is nice. Trying to think which other games I've played. I feel like it's mainly those three. Or any MMO, I guess. This is the MC feeling? Yes. It's just kind of like, let's fit him up. No, it don't, they don't even say that. They're just kind of like, okay. When it comes to Genshin and Star Rail, it pisses me off a little bit more, because they do have a voice actor. Okay, I know that in Final Fantasy, technically, you do get a voice at the beginning that you choose. But maybe, I don't know, it was too much for them to, like, voice the entire Final Fantasy 14 about them speaking. But in Genshin, Lumine and the other dude, like the male version, they have a voice actor. But they're not using them. Instead, we have stupid Paimon speaking for us the entire time. Next! Guy finds abandoned bunny in the middle of the street.
Walking home, and in the middle of the road is literally him.
Oh my god.
He's so cute.
So as I'm walking towards him, actually, he's ran towards me to sort of meet me halfway. He was very thin, for one, very thin.
Hi.
He was completely frozen. He was like shaking and stuff like that. So I ended up picking him up and then taking him home. He was very hungry, very dirty as well. He just sort of got a cloth and sort of wiped his hands down because they were completely muddy from him being outside for obviously so long. We had to actually trim off like bits of his hair because that mud got stuck on it. He wasn't in the best of shape. It wasn't like he was hurt or injured or anything too serious, but he wasn't in the best of shape. My initial response was, you know what, let's find where he did come from.
No one claimed the bunny?
we're sort of trying to debate even to this day to be like, how long was he outside for? Where did he come from? I don't even think rabbits could last more than a day by themselves, domesticated ones anyway. I think someone
He looks
just didn't release him.
domesticated.
I think they were just hard to take care of or whatever it was. They had to let off so many, so they just ended up just releasing him, I think. It wasn't in my agenda to find a rabbit and take care of a rabbit, but I decided, you know, let me just keep him. Our relationship is special, but I didn't know that until people started obviously telling me that. So when people are telling me like, yo, rabbits aren't normally like this, rabbits, you know, normally run away or they're very shy or they're this and that, the fact that he's acting like this around you, you have a very special bond. I thought this is what rabbits are normally like.
Bro's really chilling on my back. On my back.
So
he
it's only
looks like
after I
an
just started
adventurer.
posting what life is like with him, people are like, this is amazing, this is special. I thought this was normal. I thought this is what all sort of bunny owners are going through.
You know what's going on? Like, do you know that you're a rabbit, I'm a human, this is a room, you're in a house, it's Monday, like, do you
He
know
doesn't
what's
give a
going on?
damn.
Or do you,
He's
like, just
having the
live-
time of his life.
Good talk. Good talk.
Just through him, my life has changed a lot. I'm in a whole nother space now where I need to consider him a lot more, if that makes sense. So it's not just, you know, about me, whereas before I had no responsibilities. You know what I mean? It's just me, myself. But now it's like I need to consider, okay, has he eaten? Has he had his monthly vet checkup? Has he done A, B, C, and D? You know, it's sort of like I've been put in
Yeah, you
this
need to weight them
responsibility
too,
role
I
that I
think.
wasn't, you know, sort of used to in that sense. I've had to learn a lot, for one as well. I've been spending hours on YouTube, Googling why do bunnies do this or what does it mean when your bunny does that. Personality-wise, he's very friendly. Very, very friendly. See, right now he's just causing so much havoc. So I'd say mischievous. He's completely destroyed all my bed sheets, majority of my walls, like my wallpaper, he's torn that down. Definitely very mischievous, cheeky, and charismatic. He's very charismatic. And he gets along with literally everyone. Yeah, everyone loves him and he loves everyone.
That is so cute.
Has he done a...
It's for immersion reasons. That we the player can immerse ourselves in, but it's dumb. I feel like I understand to some extent. Like, I understand, right? Because, like, we do want, like, to choose our own lines, right? Like, in a way, like, they let us choose. In Final Fantasy, it's usually between 3 options. In Genshin, it's usually between 2. Not that it matters in Final Fantasy, in Genshin a lot of times. I understand that. But do you remember how happy or how excited it was when Lumin started speaking in Liyue? In the end of the main quest, I think it was. That just kind of like, actually, I have a question. I have something I need help with, or something like that. And then they spoke about, like, finding her brother, basically, for the first time. I don't know. And it was so freaking cute. You were like, oh my god, her voice is adorable. In Final Fantasy, they never let you hear the name. Give me 1 minute. Okay, sorry. I'm back. In Final Fantasy, they never, like, truly let you hear your character, aside, like, from, like, if you're emoting with them. Like, if you laugh or, like, stuff like that. But I don't know. I have gotten used to it in Final Fantasy. In Genshin and Star Rail, I kind of expect more, because they do have, like, a specific voice actor for them. And you can hear them in certain like cutscenes, so like why not? I don't know. That's just me though. Okay, next. Head attention. Technology fail. Dodgy Doors. This looks a little bit scary.
Welcome to Dodgy Doors. They live amongst us daily. Bam! Automatic door fail. That was a swingy door. He's confused because the door on the left is automatic. He's even looking at it like, oh, good, I don't need to do anything. Ow! What happened here? Why does it swing? Oh, well, time to move on with life. He shuts the door and, oh, the cheek. It's automatic on that side. That's dodgy. Dodgy
God
as.
damn it.
This car salesman is like, oh, yeah, we got cars with doors. Watch this. Have a look at this door. It's inspired by the Jetsons. Look at that. Now watch this trick. Are you watching? Once the door's open, you press the close button again and you stick your head in. Using our head detecting technology, the door will stop. Oh, fuck, hang on. Oh, fuck it. Oh, yeah. Nah, he's okay. Introducing Sheila holding a helmet as person about to be hit by door. Boom shakalaka, born for the role. The problem with dodgy doors is that you don't know it's a dodgy door until it does a dodgy deed. Here's some sliding doors laying in wait to perform an act of dodginess. From stage left enters orange shirt man. One door opens, the second explodes into a million pieces. Men, women, children fly everywhere in terror of the dodgy door. That could be a Goosebumps book title. The Terror of the Dodgy Door.
Oh my God!
Call me Oz E. Stein. Yep. Oi, someone go in there. Yeah, nah, I dare you.
No.
Someone jump into the spinning door of doom. Another Goosebumps book title. Ignore the slippery floor sign, please. It'll be funny. I'll do it if you do it. You can go in. Nah, let's not do it. Here's an innocent child heading inside after a tough day at kindy. Oh, a core door memory is created. This postie is out to make a humble Aussie man merch delivery. He foolishly places the package in front of the door, and there's a fucking thing that happens. What was that? Was it the door or the dog? Is that what comes first, some say? The dodgy door or the dodgy dog? Ponder
The
me
dog,
that.
for sure.
You know, dodgy doors do come in all shapes and sizes, and they are ubiquitous as fuck. Houses, cars, even fridges have doors. Watch for the dodginess. Wait for it. Oh, there it is.
No.
Enjoy your shaken up Dr. Pepper. This door out the front of Poundland is stuck. That's outright frustrating. People have to crawl to get inside for their pounding. Now, I'm not advocating for a doorless society. I am a door-abiding citizen, but when you have to crawl to get inside the shop, I think that's infringing on some kind of rights. I don't know what rights, but I'm very close to posting about them on Twitter. Cut to an outside door, also known as a gate in some regions. This one has a code to prevent baddies getting in, but yeah, look at that. Hacked. He hacked it. It's dodgy. Here's another outside door that says, stop waving your ass at me, and sent him flying. Dropped his shit everywhere, didn't he? His mate says, are you alright? And he goes, yeah, my butthole hurts.
That's his
Well,
phone?
you shouldn't have been mooning the door. Yeah, thanks. Good advice. After the fact, Gary. Finally, here's an automatic door being activated by an automatic door, which is in turn activating the automatic door. That's the fair dinkum definition of dodgy everywhere. Just dodginess, 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 working together to be as useless as possible. Anyway,
I
leave a
love
comment
that.
below on how many times I said the word door or dodgy, including this: dodgy door, dodgy door, dodgy door, dodgy door. Whack the like button if you feel adorable. Oh, bugger me, I'm on.
You hate spinning door. Me too. Oh my God. Ugh. You know when I found have you seen I think it's a Korean TV show about an autistic lawyer? I think she is, and it's beautiful. Okay, I've seen the first episode and it was amazing. Like, I really liked it. Didn't continue it for some reason. I think because I saw it on my brother's Netflix, and then he never shared his Netflix with me ever again. But we saw it, and she was scared of those spinning doors, and I was like, I understand you, girl. I understand you so much. I hate those. I hate those so much. Especially the automatic one that once you step in, they start moving and you're not sure, should I push, should I not push? Is it gonna move on its own? Is it not gonna move on its own? And is it going to bump me from behind? What is gonna happen? If there is a door that is not a spinning door, I will go for that door. you, Breezy, by the way. I like how the staff member just quit. Yo. He's like, fuck this, I'm out. Extraordinary Attorney Woo, yeah! That one! I really liked it. I should keep on watching that, to be honest. I watched only the first episode, but it was really good. I really liked it. But like her, like stopping in front of like those doors, I'm just kind of like, I understand you. I understand you so freaking much. I like that one. That was a good one. You haven't started that one yet? It's really interesting, to be honest. My cousin spoke all about it, how like good it is. And I was like, yeah, I should watch that. Next. Oh, this looks terrifying. Australian's deadliest creature. Are you guys ready? Why does this look like a koala?
Behold the drop bear, Australia's deadliest predator. They can jump from great heights and mostly land on their feet. Some of them venture into the city to terrorise people. Look at this Sheila trying to talk sense into it. She's like, please, you've already killed my family. Just go back to the bush. The drop bear's like, nah, I don't think I will. It charges her and rips her ankle off. Oh, she stacks it. The camera person better run away. They're next. Oh, look at this one, absolutely flying along. It's a killer of a creature. You're probably wondering right now, Aussie man, what are you talking about? What the fuck is a drop bear? It just looks like a regular, lazy, fucking slow koala. Sure, but there are some nuances. It's more ferocious, it's got a higher level of bloodlust, and basically they'll just rip your fucking face off, shit down your throat, and make out with your dad in front of you. You'll end up feeling like bloody Addison Rae. Why'd I have to see that? Here comes the drop. Oh, there it is, bam! And pretty much landed on his feet, kind of, not really. That's rare footage. A drop bear genuinely executing a surprise drop. He was trying to kill the shirtless bloke.
What are you doing out in the road, mate?
Hey, excuse me?
Get off the road.
You get off the road.
Get off the road.
I'm barely on it.
Hey?
It's my road.
You can't be on the road.
Well, it's my fucking bush, and the road's somewhat connected to the bush. So
he's gonna grab you.
You can't be on the road.
I can be on the road if I want to.
You get hit by a truck.
The truck will get hit by me.
Hey?
Do you know what I am?
You can't be on the road.
Do you
Look
know
at
what
his
I
nails.
am? I'm not.
No, don't pet him.
I am.
Get off the road.
I am not a regular koala. I'm a drop bear, motherfucker.
Come on, mate.
Back off. Cut to an Australian door. Oh, there's one lurking outside. Old mate opens the doggy door.
Nope,
Held
no,
together with Australian
no.
Electoral Commission tape. Whoa.
Don't do
it.
it.
That is one ugly bastard.
It's rude.
Nope. It actually doesn't really sound like a koala. Maybe it's a drop bear. Maybe they're real. Oops, I mean, yeah, they're real. This one is like a found footage B-grade horror movie. The crazy story about this is that the footage was found years after the Sheila disappeared and no one knows where she went. Maybe back to the drop bear's nest. It probably dragged her back to its lair and it probably sung that song, dragging you to my lair, dragging you to my lair. I can't remember what video I made that up in, but yeah, that may or may not be factually correct. More so not, but nah, fuck, alright, yeah, here's some funny voices. Stop it! Stop biting my ass! No! Ah! Gotcha! I'm the only drop bear in town.
Why are you approaching humans?
Well, you've been going around saying you're a drop bear. I'm a drop bear.
We need to fight against the humans.
What?
We need to rise up against humans.
What do I care what the fucking humans are up to, mate? Just surrender.
Why though?
Well, just surrender, okay?
Can you
Surrender. Good. Fuck you.
You
tricked me. You might be a drop bear, you sneaky wanker.
You think you're the only koala, drop bear in this outback?
You see, you called yourself a koala. Everyone knows you're a koala. No, you're a koala.
No,
I'm how I remembered Lion
I'm the
King.
only drop bear in town.
You don't
say it.
No,
say it.
I'll never say
Just
it.
give up and say it.
Why?
Just stop it. Just
stop
Why
it.
you gotta fucking steal my thunder?
What
My
thunder?
outback thunder. Why you gotta steal it?
Show the
Oh,
thunder.
you are trying to run away now. Go on.
Yeah, I'm
Piss
gonna
off.
run away. I've
Piss
had
off
enough.
back to your koala
I've had
friends.
enough.
I'm gonna get you because I'm
Stop
twice
it.
as fast.
Okay,
'cause I'm
stop
a
Their
real
butts
drop
are
bear.
good, though.
No, I am.
We're finished now.
Oh, we put on a show for him.
We did.
AussieManShop.com for merch. Link below. Send your koala videos into AussieMan.com/submit. Cheers, everyone.
Nice. Claws are very dumb. They look aggressive though. They have like the claws. I would not get used. Like, I would not get close to one of them for sure. Like, I don't care how cute and fluffy their ears are. They have fucking claws. And it doesn't seem like they're scared to use it. I thought they don't approach humans. Like, why are they approaching you? Why are they chasing them too? Because they're nasty enough as it is. Yet another reason. Their bears live in bloody tourists. Miyaki. Pretty dumb. Yeah. I've heard some stuff. I think most of the population has a certain disease. I mean, 80% of the koalas have chlamydia? What? I have so many questions. How? What? Why? They got it from their moms? And it just goes in... So that. Because they eat a certain plant that is really bad, but they still eat it. I think they eat a plant that that has toxin in it or something like that. Don't ask of how, just accept it. But I like questioning things. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if I want to go to Australia, I want to visit it one day. The country one day. But there are so many things that I've heard about Australia that I'm just kind of like, you know, maybe staying around Europe is like good enough for me. Maybe it shouldn't. Like, maybe, you know. Apparently, most of the bathrooms in Australia has a specific spider that is huge. But you want him to be there because he eats the deadly little spiders. And I'm just kind of like... One of my biggest fear growing up is sitting in the toilet and turning my head and seeing a spider. It's one of my biggest fear growing up as a child. And it exists in Australia. Just saying. They can only eat eucalyptus trees, yeah. But we'll starve if you put them in a room with eucalyptus leaves on the floor. Because they won't recognize... Yeah, they have to eat it off the trees, that's true. I think we saw a funny video about like the koalas and how stupid they are. You would skip Australia and go to New Zealand? I didn't think about that, to be honest. Is New Zealand like the safer option? You don't care much about spiders and stuff? See, okay, here's the thing, okay? If I see a spider in my room and I'm just kind of like, oh, you're too big to be in my room, right? I catch, I release. I usually put them on my plants because they are guarding my plants really nicely. But if it's this size, I'm not gonna try and catch it. Nope! You know, this is his room now. I will leave and I will never come back. You're not a fan of spiders either? I don't mind them. To be honest, I don't really mind them as long as they're not either deadly or poisonous or all of those, like, you know, dangerous to be around. Or just above a certain size. If they're above a certain size, I'm just kind of like, you know, it was nice meeting you. I wish to never see you ever again. If you please. New Zealand is amazing. Have you been there, Sen? You want to go on a flying tour of Oz? Wait. never land, just fly around and look at all the pretty animals trying to No! No venomous snakes, no shoot spider, if I remember correctly. Already sounds better. I also hear that there are flying spiders, which is another fear unlocked, if you ask me. Zero, hello! You kill all the spiders in your room? Understandable. I'm not judging, I'm not. But I am mad at my parents if they see a spider and they kill it. Because I'm just kind of like, you know, I'm here. I can catch it. I can release it. No need to kill it. Oh my god. To be fair, if there was a spider that big, I'd say it's time for flamethrower. Yeah, who needs this house anyway? You went to New Zealand a few months ago. Oh, wow. Spiders are cool unless they're huge. This is exactly what I'm saying. Give me all spiders can fly? No, no. No, no. No, no. You didn't get me. You didn't... Hold on. Allow me to educate you. Flying spiders in Australia. I present to you your next fear. Oh wait, I need to adjust it. There you go. It's not aligned, I'm sorry, but like you will have to do with it, okay? So, you're welcome.
It's not that dangerous. Our spiders are courteous enough.
Look at that.
Above our headline, so unless you're Shaquille O'Neal, they're not going to bother you really. Australia's not that dangerous. Our spiders are courteous enough. Above our headline, so unless you're Shaquille O'Neal, they're not going to bother you really.
They're just hanging. They're just there. They're like, you know, you're walking down the street and you're just like, you know, they're just there. Yeah. No. Just no. just hanging. Yeah. No worries in the world. You've seen those types of spiders in Costa Rica? Okay, Costa Rica is off the map. Stay outside and you'll leave. Web designers. Nope! That's a big old nope for me. You will never look up spiders on YouTube again? Yeah, it's not recommended. Absolutely not recommended. Let me scar you one last time. Australian. I'm not Australian. Big spider toilet. Never mind, this is too scary. You will not be able to sleep. Do not Google it. Give me over here, giving us all nightmares. Sorry. There's also a tarantula that was the size of your head. Nope. You know, nope. Laughs instead. I don't know what that is. Time to use Google. Giant phantom jelly? This is another fair unlocked. Thank you, Bergie. I appreciate you. Reminder to drink. Thank you. Ah. You used to keep tarantulas as pet when you were a kid. Are tarantulas venomous? You got so much more you could drop. Okay, let's make a deal. Listen, it's summer. It's beach season. I want to be able to enter the sea without having to fear for my legs, my life, or my entire being. So, not venomous. There is a difference between venomous and poisonous, right? Venomous is, I think, if they bite you, and poisonous is, I think, if you touch them. That's fair. Also, hi, Maru. So tarantulas are just huge. They're not like venomous. Kinda? Correct. Okay. See, look at me. I'm smart. I'm learning. Okay. Let's move on from spiders. Let's look at something that actually Farah sent. The door looked into the storm drain every day. And you were not going to believe what happened next. Love those clickbaits. All the spiders are venomous, but not all are poisonous. What? Do not touch a frog with bright colors. Dude, we saw salamandra when we were hiking. And it was raining, so the salamanders were like out and about. And my friend was like, oh my god, I really want to touch it and lift it up. And we were like, you know, they're beautiful. They really are. But they're also orange and black. I think that's a clear sign of do not touch. If it bites you and you get sick, it's venomous. If you bite it, you get sick. That's positive. Why would you bite them? Do not touch. Yeah. See, exactly what I told you. And when it opened, people were shocked. Fucking hate those freaking clickbaits. A lot of times, just because I see this title, I'm just kind of like, fuck you, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna open it. Fuck you. I'm not gonna believe it. Fine, I will not believe it. You gotta give me you're not allowed to bite spiders? Oh man. What will I have for lunch? Okay, next.
This dog looked into a storm drain every day, and when it was finally opened, people were shocked to see what was inside. In lots of countries, stray dogs are a common occurrence, but it was one dog in particular that fascinated people by his actions. In Turkey, formerly called Turkey, a shaggy and dirty stray pup was walking down the street. It was a common occurrence for him to do this on a daily basis, as he scavenged for any food or water that he could find. The day had started out like normal, with the dog happily trotting down the road, wagging his tail at anyone who looked his way. Despite living on the streets, the dog was actually very friendly and loved to get pets off of people passing by. As the animal made his way down one particular street, he suddenly smelled something delicious. He followed his nose until he found himself standing in front of a butcher's shop. Looking through the window, the dog watched as customers bought large chops of meat for their dinner. Just looking at the food made the dog realize how hungry he was, and caused his stomach to let out a loud growl. Inside the shop, a young woman called Annie was finishing paying for a couple of large steaks. Once she was done, she thanked the butcher and made her way out of the shop. Once outside, Annie started walking down the street towards her home, when all of a sudden she heard a loud gurgle and a whimper. The confused young woman turned around, only to see the stray dog looking back at her with very sad eyes. Once again, the canine's stomach growled, and Annie knew then what the problem was. The dog was clearly a stray, and a very hungry one at that. Seeing the hungry animal, Annie immediately felt bad for it.
Why?
She looked down at the steaks that she had just bought before marching back into the butcher's and asking for any cut-offs or bones that the man wouldn't sell.
They show pictures of him looking into the drain. But this story has nothing to do with the drain. Okay, go on.
Butcher happily gave the woman what she wanted. Annie exited the shop and looked around for the stray dog. She soon found him watching her from a distance. The woman crouched down on the floor and carefully held out the bone that she had gotten for him. At first, the dog was cautious and didn't want to get too close to the woman. But the longer that she held the food out to him, the less the animal could resist creeping closer to get the meal. Finally, Annie managed to gain enough of the animal's trust that he started wagging his tail and accepted the large bone off of her. But instead of eating the food right then and there, the dog picked it up and began walking off as if he had somewhere to...
Excuse me. I want to try something.
be. Confused about the canine's reaction, but not wanting to question it too much, Annie simply stood back up and made her way back home. The next day, Annie was walking down the street when she noticed the same stray dog from yesterday. The animal seemed to have noticed her as well, and came happily bounding up to the woman with its tail wagging. Annie smiled at the dog's enthusiasm for her and began to fuss over it. Unfortunately, the young woman had places to be, so she couldn't spend too much time with the animal. Before she left though, she made sure to buy the dog some sausages from a nearby shop. But once again, the dog didn't eat them straight away and instead walked off again.
The dog had a family somewhere.
The animal's behavior. However, she didn't have time to follow him and had to go about her day instead. On the third day, Annie once again found the stray dog, only this time it looked like he was waiting for her. The woman had started carrying treats in her bag, in the hope that she would be able to give them to the poor stray. The young woman smiled as she approached the dog and she gave him the treats that she had. This time, when the dog turned around and walked away though, Annie began to follow him. They eventually came to a busy street and Annie watched as the shaggy dog made his way over to a storm drain. The dog sat down next to the drain and looked down into it. He then dropped one of the treats that Annie had just given him into it before eating his own. The young woman was very confused. Just what was the dog doing? For the next few days, Annie would find the dog sitting and staring into the storm drain. Every time that she brought the animal some treats, he would always drop half of the food into the drain before eating his own share. Eventually, Annie became so curious that she decided to go and take a look for herself as to what was so interesting in the drain, but she never expected what she found. Annie crept over to the storm drain, wary of the dog who was standing guard next to it, but the canine simply watched the young woman curiously. Once Annie was directly above the drain, she looked down into it and gasped at what she saw. Immediately, the young woman reached for her phone and called the fire department.
What did she see?
She would definitely be needing their help. Roughly half an hour later, a couple of firemen showed up and asked the woman what was wrong. Annie explained to them what she had seen, and the men quickly got to work. They walked over to the storm drain, but at that moment, the stray dog began to growl at them. Not wanting to be bitten, the firemen stopped. They didn't know what to do, but luckily, Annie did. She carefully walked up to the dog, reassuring the animal that the men were only there to help. She then held a treat out to the canine, and when he finally approached her to take it, she grabbed a hold of him to keep him away from the drain and the firemen. With the stray out of the way, the firemen got to work opening the storm drain up. By this point, because the drain was in the middle of a busy street, a crowd had formed around the firemen to see what they were doing. After a few tense minutes, the firemen finally revealed what the stray dog had been so focused on inside the drain. In one of the firemen's arms was a tiny kitten. All of the bystanders were shocked, but that wasn't the end of it. The fireman ducked back into the storm drain 4 more times. Each time he came up, another kitten was in his arms. Annie was astounded at what she was witnessing. She knew that something was down there, as she had seen it when she peeked in, but she had no idea that 5 tiny and adorable kittens had been stuck. At that moment, the stray dog managed to wriggle his way out of Annie's arms and bounded over to the fireman who had the kittens. As soon as the dog saw the small felines, he immediately began to wag his tail and sniff at them. The kittens mewed back at the canine. Annie walked over to the fireman and
they
asked
were
them just how such
adopted by
young
the
kittens ended up in such a
doggo.
predicament. The fireman told her that it was likely they were swept into the drain during a heavy rain, but considering that they had been trapped, they weren't starving. At this piece of information, Annie looked over at the stray dog. She knew that it was thanks to him sharing his food every day that the kittens had survived. Seeing such a kind act of selflessness, Annie knew what she wanted to do next.
Adopt
She
him?
told the fireman that she would take the kittens home with her to raise them until they were ready to be rehomed.
What about him?
The fireman agreed and gave the kittens to Annie.
What about
the young woman then began to make her way back home before turning around and calling out to the stray dog. "Come on, Benny," she said. "It's time to go home."
Okay, there
The
we go.
canine happily bounded up to her. Annie looked after all of the kittens and found 4 of them loving homes when they were old enough to move. She kept one for herself, as she had grown to love them dearly. As well as that, Benny finally had a home to call his own, as Annie had fallen in love with the shaggy dog and couldn't bear to leave him on the streets after what he had done for the tiny felines. The family lived happily together, with neither Fudge the cat
Nah.
or Benny the slightest bit worried that they would end up on the streets again, as Annie loved them too much and they loved her just as much back.
Worst adoption story ever? I think it's not the adoption story that was the worst, it was the way that it was implemented. They stranded and stranded and stranded and stranded and stranded. Dude, I had to put it on like speed mode. Speed mode. I had to speed it up a little bit. It could have been awesome and wholesome, and you're just kind of like, oh my god, oh, that's so cute. But no, they had to strand it for 8 whole minutes. 8 whole minutes. Oh my god. You ate tarantulas in Peru? I have so much to say, and yet so little. You ate a chocolate-covered spider. You expected a horror story? You were scared? The world will never know. But the advert, yeah, for sure. They won't get money if it's a 30-second video. You thought the monster was gonna come out of it, the drain? No, it's okay, Farah. According to the neurologist that I went to, I might have a mild ADHD. I'm just kind of like, get to it. Tyson lay head on top of the desk. We finally know now. Just left the dog. Yeah, I was about to be like, oh my god, she took the kittens but left the dog. The whole story is like, their friend says, I have something to tell you, I can't tell you yet. And I thought I dragged stories on. I'm just kind of like, a lot of times kind of like, oh my god, Akumi, I gotta tell you a story. And then I like proceed to tell him a backstory of the story. And like, whose peoples are involved and what do I know about them. And then I reach to the story. And even then, it's more interesting. Because it's actually filled with something. Because like, the way that I can tell you is like, there was a woman that fed a dog outside of a butcher shop, but she noticed that he never saw the dog eating, like she never saw the dog eating in front of the shop. He always took the food elsewhere, but she never had the time to follow him, and it drew by like the day after day after day, until she was finally able to follow him and saw that he was dropping his food into the drain, and she was like, that's odd, and she decided to check it. And therefore, she peeked inside the drain and she saw kittens. And she rushed to call the fire department so the kittens could be saved. And people gathered around and clapped, by the way. And She called the firearm while keeping the dog busy and reassuring him that everything is going to be okay, because at first he was a little bit wary. And then they managed to save the kittens, and she adopted them, and she adopted the dog to later find them homes, and she kept the dog and one kitten. 8 whole minutes of this story! Typically you won't believe what happens next story. I am tired of those clickbait titles. Every time I'm just kind of like, you're not gonna believe. Okay, I'm not gonna believe next. I should have put this timestamp on. It's fine, Vera. It's nothing against you. I am tired of the whole like consumer kind of like consume me kind of like vibe and stretching it. It felt like 40. Listen, it was 8 minutes. Sorry, not 80. 8 minutes, and we sped it halfway through. It's just kind of like how there was one person that was like, I can fill in an entire sentence, or even more than an entire sentence. With English words, yet say nothing. Only to find out they didn't take the doggo. No, they did. Stray dog, not stray dog anymore. Stuff just dragging on. You also don't like the way that those stories are told by a hacking fucking fully emotionless robot voice. I have a problem. I understand that a lot of people prefer not to speak. Like, I understand, because like I had the fear of like speaking into the internet and stuff like that. So they put the voiceover of like either the sassy girl or like the robot kind of like thing, and I'm just kind of like, it's just not as fun to listen to. I get turned off by those like super easily. I'm just kind of like, it can be the most interesting story, but like if it's told by a robot, I'm just kind of like, skip. I feel better about my own storytelling thanks to this YouTube video. Thanks, Stratum YouTuber! No suspense, no emotion. There was nothing of substance. Yeah. Yes, give me. But that won't get any views from people. Trust me, it would still. It would still. Remember that bunny? Remember that bunny? Where's that bunny? Remember that? 3 minutes of wholesomeness. Of someone telling about the bunny and how they found it. Did they stretch it? Nope. Just saying. And which one got more likes? Fucking never mind. Oh, it's because it's incredible stories. Incredible. I bet all of their videos are like that. Let's stretch out the content. Gibby story is better. Thank you. Thank you. Gibby rambles are the best. Full of emotions too, by the way. I can range from crying to laughing to everything. Listen, yes. It's like when the teacher asked for the 2004 design. It was there at that moment that they noticed that they should have done. Just say the titles like that on video. Big red flag on bad videos. Yep. 100%. 100%. I understand that it's for the content and for the whole like advertisement and yada yada yada, but this kind of content is very tiring for me. I could not watch more than one video like that in a row. I'm just kind of like, this does not make me want to go to their channel and be like, let's look at more videos that they have to offer. Nope! Absolutely not. No, fair, it's fine. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm bashing you. I'm not bashing you. I'm bashing the storytelling. I'm bashing the way that the whole like video was presented. Like even after the woman looked into the drain, the person that was telling the story was kind of like, "You're not gonna believe what she done next. Just tell me what she saw." It's that simple. It's this filler. Yeah, it's worse filler than Naruto if you ask me. I haven't seen Naruto. I'm sorry. It was just for the joke. Yeah, we're 100% bashing the video, not you. Like, this was a wholesome story. If it was told by another person. I'm sorry. Also, I'm just gonna say, like, the whole, like, butcher shop pictures... At some point, I was like, I'm just not gonna look at the screen. This is not what I came here for. Which is what you call clickbait. Exactly. Worse filler than Naruto? Thank you, Bergies. There we go. Okay, next. Best job in Final Fantasy XIV. If it's Bloomage. I'm gonna be a little bit upset. Just a little bit.
Hello there. Hi. You know, I've been thinking. Yeah? What do you think the greatest job in Final Fantasy XIV is? Well, since all jobs can do all types of content, I don't think there really is. Because it can't be a tank. The reason being is, if you mess up sometimes, everybody's gonna know that you messed up. And I don't want people thinking that I'm stupid. You don't say. And in that regard, it certainly can't be a healer. Why is that? Healers are pretty good. What happens if I order some pizza, and the pizza delivery guy arrives, and I have to go get the pizza at the door? You just say I would have to leave in the middle of a raid, and then everybody would die. And that's just not okay. So you want to be able to just AFK. Yeah, I need to be able to AFK. DPS can do that just fine, I think. Unless people are using their abacus, in which case they'll know that I'm not doing anything. I think you should probably just try and, play the game while you're playing the game. Melee DPS need to be too close, and I don't like that. I might die and get hurt, so I should probably be somewhere safe. But then, range DPS don't even do enough damage for me. I need to be top of the charts. You just said that you would be going... If they say Black Mage. Top of the charts would be Black Mage. That's why Black Mage is probably the best job. Black Mage is actually really... But no, Black Mage is actually really hard. I should probably play Summoner. I've heard Summoner is really cool. Yeah, but I can't heal anybody. I thought you said you didn't want to heal people. Yeah, that's why I think I should play Red Mage. I can DPS, heal, tank, and even raise people. You can't tank on Red Mage. Curses! Wait a minute. Oh no. I need something that can tank, heal, and DPS. And I could be AFK whenever I want. Where are you going with this? There's one job I haven't even mentioned yet.
Bloomage.
Oh, no. The best job in Final Fantasy XIV is whatever you want to play, because all jobs can do all types of content. It's Blue Mage. No. No, it's not Blue Mage. No. Yes.
You can die when you choose to. Yeah, best class. Can't even do content with it. Actually, though, I don't think you can queue as a Blue Mage to dungeons, right? Yeah, Kage, I'm just gonna say, I was sure it was gonna be Black Mage, and I'm gonna, I'm gonna have a talk with you later. What class you play? Healer. I'm a healer main. I mainly play Scholar and White Mage. I love doing Bard. Bards is fun. It pleases my inner ADHD. Just like press all the buttons. I love that. More certainly technically warrior can heal, can tank. Kinda can do DPS. The only thing that it's missing is a raise, that's it. After that, it's the class that have it all. Oh, Oh, those are fighting words. Oh, Berg is ready to fight. I want my gear to look like I play for the left. Got you, Pam. But only every 10 minutes. Still can choose whenever you want to die. No, you can't. Exactly. Cause it's a dumb and not a class, it's just a gimmick. Did you hear that they're gonna raise the level of it to level 80? Aren't you excited about it? New skills! New stuff that you can do with Blue Mage. Soon. On PlayStation. And PC, I guess. Is there Final Fantasy on Xbox? On Xbox too. You play Halo 2, but you're bad? I mean, as long as you enjoy it, right? Scholar is really press on the button. Scholar is... I'm conflicted about it. I have parts that I'm just kind of like... I enjoy it. But there are times that I'm just kind of like... The tank is almost dead and I don't know what to press in order to bring him back. Aside from raise. The HP is just like, you know... That's what I remember, but like... I haven't reached the hard content. Well, hard content. I haven't reached past Heaven's Word. I haven't reached past their Realm Reborn skills for Scholar, technically, so... It's just my memory from like what I used to play when it was level 70, and I was just kind of like, you know... I just feel like I don't want to do a dungeon as a Scholar. I didn't want to level it up, but it just felt like I could... Technically, I haven't done the job quest either, so I guess that's part of the problem. But it just felt like there is not enough healing spells, okay? Blue can join dungeons, but not the normal way. Exactly. Don't need raise if you can't die, but what about other teammates? It's a gimmick class, so you can't do MSQ with it or go into relates with it. That's why the 10 levels below the max level. Yep. Need to set up a party finder. I haven't tried yet, and to be honest, this is not on my top priorities to do. Mine will never be higher than 1. Dude, I haven't even unlocked it. Even on NA, I haven't unlocked it. Who plays Xbox even? Album of me. It is powerful, but if you die, you'll have a hard time. You level yours when they raise the level, but you're not gonna bother learning any of the new things? Really? Just wanna see all the orange numbers? Completionist. Have you tried Astro? I just unlocked it. I haven't started leveling it yet. But I heard it's also kind of like White Mage, that it's full heal, kind of like it's not a shield healer. And the cards look pretty fun, to be honest. Like, I like the idea of buffing teammates and stuff like that. Will I probably struggle with it later on? Probably, but it's still gonna be fun. I did Palace of the Dead with it as an Astro. So I did see the future skills that I could do, but I didn't really heal that much there, cause Palace of the Dead, it needs some healing if you press on, like, if you accidentally like fall in a trap and stuff like that. But like, for the most part, especially if you have like a good guide like Aspa, then like it's just piece of cake usually for the most part. You main Scholar! Bergie. So what do you think about teaching people how to play that class properly, like stuff like that? What do you think about that? I did just like, yeah, just a question. Okay. Well, if they die, it's their fault. Sorry. Gosh, Bergie, stop yelling. There are many classes I enjoy and it depends on the mood. I mean, that's valid. Ma'am, just 75 minutes until DVD. Gotcha. Yeah, I keep on looking at the clock, don't worry about that. Astor is a regen healer, although he does have a couple of shield abilities. But they're not like the main thing, like, from what I've understood. Like, I think Scholar and Sage are like the more like shield users, and White Mage and Astro are like the more pure healers. One day she'll try Sage and she will love it. I don't know. Sage is fun. I have a confession about Sage. I hate the skill spamming. And every Sage does that. The sound of it annoys the fuck out of me. There were so many times that like me and like either Mana or like Dio or like we're just sitting doing like, I don't know, Tolkien or like just chilling, you know? And there will be a random Sage passing by and skilling on us and putting shield on us, and I'm just kind of like, thanks. And sounds do trigger me. Like they're kind of like, look at me, and I'm just like, what? Oh, the Yu-Gi-Oh class? Yeah, with the cards! All this 14 talk makes me want to resub. Do it. If you're on Omega, join us. Scholar isn't bad, honestly, it's pretty good. I feel like Scholar was harder for me to understand because I didn't read. It's mainly that. It's just, you know, I see the skill and I'm just kind of like, I'm just gonna try it on the battle, and I don't understand what it does. A lot of people are intimidated by it. Next to Paladin, it's got most of the buttons. Paladin. What comes before Paladin? Is it what I unlocked? I think Paladin is what Akumi likes. Scores is pretty good. Just follow the Jokat guide of the thing. Read the tooltip. That's how Scholar works. Okay. But Hagi doesn't read. Because that's how I learned how to be a scholar. Kiwi doesn't read tooltips. I don't read. I just try it. You know, I just press the button and hope it works. This is what I do in PvP, by the way. I don't read the skill. I just try it and I'm just like, oh, this is what it does. And then when it doesn't do anything, or it doesn't do damage, I'm just kind of like, this is a shit thing. Skip. You spam Holy and White Mage so you can judge. I mean, spamming the Holy and White Mage is pretty fun though. Especially if you put the thing that makes the cast go faster. I like that. See, I'll do that, but only to friends. I don't do that to random people. Even if my friends do that, I'm just kind of like, can you please stop? Like, more than once is like, stop, please. I understand that Sage is fun for people, and I understand you guys enjoy pressing those buttons. Don't press it on me. Please. For the love of everything. The sound that it makes triggers me. Well, not really triggers. I wouldn't say like it makes me like, oh my god, upset, mad or anything. I'm just kind of like, it just snaps me. And I don't like sounds that snap me. Because then it's just kind of like if someone were speaking to you and suddenly like you will hear, you'll be like, what? Like, this is what it feels like for me. The reason why you have the battle effects on is because... Understandable. So people who spam Holy in the city don't bug the crap out of me. Why would they spam Holy on the friggin' city? Gladiator! Okay, so I do have Gladiator unlocked, right? I'm still not a paladin despite the fact that I'm level 36, but that's beside the point. You're in around some randoms people's with the reindeer mount just to show them with random Christmas meat. I mean, it was cute though, but it was new. Honestly, having a class called Scholar and not having to study for it seems off. Scholars like reading. Scholars should be difficult to learn. No comment. You can tell them not to do things, just don't pay their stuff. Kumi. You have a battle effect set to limited for people except for myself. Especially in a party. Can you really do that? I do have sound effect when people emote at me, and when people whisper me. But I turned them off during the stream. Because when I craft, did you see my crafting screen? Screen. Already need to seize the healer bubble anyway. After raiding and doing savage content, I need to see the boss stuff. Yeah, for sure. I also say this as a person who dropped out of 2 masters. What do you mean? Like the studying thing? Yes, you can. That's what I have. I only see my own effect. No, not seeing. I'm speaking about hearing. I don't mind the scene. I don't want to hear the sound. The sound specifically of the sage that they make annoys me. I don't know. It's just it's a high pitched. I think. I don't remember, but I just specifically that one I just don't like. But yeah, Final Fantasy 14. Join me on Wednesday for more story. You don't think you can hide specific sound without removing the effect? That's bullshit. What if I still want to see the sparkly thing? I just don't want to hear it. Same with crafting, by the way. Crafting sounds also pisses me off. If I'm trying to read especially, I'm just kind of like... And there was this one person that crafted right next to an event area. And I was like, I'm trying to read. I think it was a stream, actually. Then turn off all sounds. But Gumi! You can just turn on the sound effect. I wish you can turn off the Lalafell scream. That's one thing that this game should have. Not as a mod. As a built-in. If someone spams an emote more than twice, mute. If only. You can filter what sounds you hear. For example, you have performance music off. Yeah, I have it very low as well. You can turn off voices. Yeah, but like, what if I want to hear, I don't know, JV's laugh, or Mana's yes, or Akumi's no, for example. I just don't want to hear that Lalafell going, wah, 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 couple of like hundreds of times. Like, what about that? Did you walk away? I was in an art party, okay? I went to an art party. Can't deal with it. I want to deal with it. I went to an art party with Mana and JV. We were sitting together, and I found someone that I wanted to draw, and I started drawing them. And then in the back of like the room, there was a Lalafell that kept on spamming emotes, and then the other Lalafell joined it, and it was just 2 Lalafells spamming emotes, and I was just, you know, I don't need to paint right now. I don't need to draw right now. I think I would go. Like, the moment I finished the art, because I didn't really want to finish that art, even though I didn't like it, because I didn't... If I don't enjoy creating something, the way that it comes out, it doesn't matter how good or not it is, I just don't like it. Because I just remember the experience. I'm just like, I hate it. I hate it. I don't want to draw anymore. I just want to go. So after drawing that person, I'm just like, I'm out. No more. For real, like, if I'm nearby another player that's being annoying, I leave. That's what I usually do. But, like, if you're in an art party, it sucks a little bit. Because, like, you don't want to leave. Most of the time, at least. You just, like, want to stay there, like, meet people, like, speak with people while drawing people. Which is, like, the whole intention, right? I think that what kind of helps with the high-pitched sounds... Dude, high-pitched sound is the thing that gets me 100%. Is that I'm like half deaf in your left ear, so you don't hear the full effect sometimes? That's bullshit! That's like cheating. Unless it's low bass sound. To be fair, there is a lot of time that I'm feeling overwhelmed by sights. And if I have to be out and stuff like that, or like I'm feeling overwhelmed and I don't want to see people's faces, I'm just kind of like, this is a superpower. I don't see their faces anymore. I don't see their expressions. I don't see if they're looking at me. I don't see if they're not looking at me. I just don't see all of that. And it's a superpower. Sorry. That's fine. Like, my brother is speaking about, like, having a surgery to remove the glasses so he can see without glasses. I'm just like, nope. It's both an accessory and a way that I can just, you know, control stuff. And lately, to be honest, a while back, I bought like the earplugs thingies, even though I think I should walk around with them. Cause there were times that I'm just kind of like, I'm too overwhelmed by sounds right now. So luckily my headphones are also kind of like sound barriers a little bit. Not as much, but like putting them on and just like not hearing as much sounds, especially the high pitch sounds. Perfect. As usual, the trill Sally has been a bit hard on randoms. What? The what now? You never thought about it like that before, but it's a good way to look at it. Oh. For sure. Okay, rambling done. We have to do stuff. We have to watch stuff. Next, from Akumi.
Dragon, show yourself.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't see that in the script. Was he supposed to knock me open? Mate, it's your bit. All you need to do is leap on this mark when I say, ah! No, get back. I was explaining the cue. The cue is, ah! No. Oh, okay. Be honest, Toothless. Do I come across as too broody? Because half the time I'm just trying to remember where I left my keys. Brothers, not all of us will see daybreak, but... Dragon, show yourself. Toothless, no. No, put it down. Put it down. Catering's top notch, mate. I got you the salmon.
I want him as a pet.
Oh, really? I mean, first I'm dead, then I'm not. No one knows who my mother is. Brothers, we have fought strong. We have fought hard. And we must continue to fight until our foes are defeated.
I love him.
Toothless, would you mind if I
Can we get him cleaned up, please?
Dragon, show yourself. Sorry, I didn't see that in the script. Was he supposed to knock me out?
I want to watch that again.
Mate, it's your bit. All you need to do is leap on this mark when I say, ah! No, 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 get back. I was just explaining the cue. The cue is, ah! No. Okay. Be honest, Toothless. Do I...
I love him. I love him so much. Cute. Wait. Let me check how long this one is. It's 9 minutes. Let's watch this and then stop here, okay? After this. Last one.
You know what's awful? Fearing that your food has been defiled in some way. Which is why people were enraged in 2012 when a viral photo was posted to 4chan of an unseen employee standing atop 2 bins of the shredded lettuce speeding into your fast food. A strange mystery without hint of who might have done it or where, inspiring the looming dread of paranoia to fester within the backs of our minds. Until, you know, Burger King caught the people involved regardless and fired them.
Wait, what? How'd they find them? You can't even tell it's a Burger King from looking at the image.
The same way that some tech-savvy individuals were led to wonder if these 2 pictures of Donald Trump were staged, given that they were taken only 10 minutes apart. Despite how little information it seems they reveal, pictures say 1,000 words.
You're telling me that I could use a photo to track someone down?
Yes, meet John McAfee.
That name sounds familiar.
And it should. Howard, run a search.
Querying. John McAfee. Result found. Entrepreneur, computer programmer, and creator of McAfee Antivirus.
That guy makes antivirus software?
Among other things, yes. He himself came face to face with the danger that stray photographs can pose when a photo was posted to the internet during his time in Central America. McAfee's bizarre adventure led him to move to Belize in 2008, where he was suspected of going all Breaking Bad, which led to a local police raid on his home. November 2012, McAfee was listed as a person of interest by the Belize government after his neighbor was found dead in a pool of blood. Upon seeing the police approaching his compound in the jungle, he buried himself in the sand and covered his head with a cardboard box. And then he waited for hours. McAfee believed that the suspicious death had been targeted at him, but hit his neighbor by mistake. So he went on the run, fearing that if police managed to capture him, he would get the gulag treatment. He feared that the Belize government was trying to rid itself of him after he claimed to run criminal enterprises out of a local town, and refused to pay bribe money to a local politician.
Okay, that's gotta be paranoia, right?
Well, that's certainly what Belize's Prime Minister Dean Barrow stated, calling the claims utter and complete nonsense. But, paranoia or not, he seemingly vanished with only a photo as evidence to his continued survival. A photo that revealed that he had in fact vanished from Belize.
Wait, what? How did they get a location from a photo like that? I mean, I guess there's a tree, but come on.
Oh, was it like that time Shia the Beef put up a flag and had people track plane routes to figure out where it was and then they trolled them?
Oh, wait, don't tell me. That's some kind of rare tree that only grows in one specific place. In fact, if we enhance this picture, I can take a look at the leaves and see the reflection in McAfee's eyes and determine that I have no idea where this is.
No, nothing that obtuse. Our culprit lies within the camera itself.
Like the camera spilled the beans? But how?
That's why I always say, never trust a camera. They're all narcs.
It's metadata.
That's exactly it, Howard. Here's the thing about cameras these days. They're smart.
Unlike these two.
At least I can walk, tin can.
Meat bag.
Tin can.
Meat bag.
Tin can.
Meat bag.
Most digital cameras these days will write a certain amount of data to any photo they take. Now with DSLRs, it's fairly standard to see information for shutter speed, aperture, and ISO settings. That is to say, the lighting settings used by the camera. This data is also known as EXIF data, which is short for Exchangeable Image File Format.
Lego knows all
Most
about it.
photography-focused social media sites like Flickr and 500px will show this data. And you can also view this information in the properties of a photo file on your computer.
But how can you find out what someone is with just that?
Some cameras are just smarter than others, right, bro?
That's correct. Cameras like, say, the one in your smartphone. Phones today have advanced GPS systems that can track you down to an exact longitude and latitude. And that goes straight into your EXIF data when you take a photo with GPS tracking on.
Is that what happened to that McAfee guy?
You'd think someone who made antivirus would think of that.
Well, he wasn't the one that posted the image. During his time on the run, McAfee was visited by Vice Editor-in-Chief Rocco Castro and photographer Robert King, who took a photo of Castro posing with McAfee, which was then posted in an article about the antivirus magnate's time on the run, including a body double who had been arrested at the Mexican border with a Hermit Kingdom passport under McAfee's name, which was apparently a ruse to obfuscate his actual location.
That's out there.
Internet sleuths looked into the image and found out that Vice sort of forgot about the EXIF data.
Oh, and it like told people about what kind of camera it was taken on?
In addition to the device information and camera settings, the photo had details on where and when the photo was taken, down to the exact longitude and latitude he was at when they snapped the pic, as the kids say.
I think everyone says that.
Namely, in Guatemala, which is not Belize. At first, both McAfee and
Love
the
it's
photographer
scary, to
tried
be
to claim
honest.
that the location included in the EXIF data was a ruse meant to mislead those looking for McAfee, which itself was actually a ruse. The data was correct, and McAfee soon had to hire a lawyer because he'd, snuck across the border into Guatemala without his passport. I mean, come on.
So, how do you look at this EXIF data anyway?
It's pretty easy. Generally, you just download the photo and view its properties to see details. So, if someone sends you a photo from their phone of some amazing looking coffee, you can find out everything from what model of phone they're using, which
creepy.
cafe they're at right now. If it has GPS coordinates, you can just plug those in and Lifehack is in the hillside dumpster.
Huh. Lance is in the alley behind the Dom McRon's burger joint.
Oh look, Spill's at home.
Charles is in the dumpster. I mean, we saw that, right?
This might be too much power.
Well, many popular social media sites like Facebook, Imager, Instagram, and Twitter prevent other users from accessing your data.
Can't help but notice the emphasis on users there.
Well, yes. In the words of Hani Farid, a professor of computer science at the University of California, Berkeley, you can almost certainly be assured they are not throwing it away, given that they're basically big data vacuum cleaners, which was confirmed by a Facebook spokesperson in an email to Consumer Reports. In the statement, Facebook said that they do collect, quote, information like the make and model of the device used to take the photo, the camera settings, and the date the photo was taken, to make your experience better and to keep people safe.
Gee whiz, I feel safer already.
I don't.
But there's gotta be a way to remove that EXIF stuff, right?
Right you are. If you're using a PC, there's a button at the bottom of the details page that shows you all the EXIF data that your
True.
picture contains that reads Remove Properties and Personal Information. Using that, you can either create a copy of the file with all information removed, or choose what data you want removed in particular. If you're using a smartphone, there's a setting that lets you turn off the location data for pictures when you take them. And, of course, there are plenty of apps out there for Mac, iOS, Android, and PC that will allow you to remove all the data you want from as many pictures as you want. So, what happened to our subjects who had their locations leaked via photographs? Well, in the case of John McAfee, he was arrested in Guatemala and then expelled to the US on a flight to Miami. He remained a person of interest in Belize and was later found liable for his neighbor's death in a lawsuit, though not in a criminal trial. He was later arrested in the Dominican Republic for possession of illegal firearms on his yacht in 2019. He ran for the United States presidential election in 2020, though he later ended his campaign and instead asked to run as vice president for Vermin Supreme. Most recently, he was arrested by the United States in 2020 for tax evasion. In the case of the Burger King lettuce boots, the culprits decided to upload their image to 4chan, a website that does not remove EXIF data, and whose denizens were upset at the idea of someone standing in their burger components. The users used the geotagging data to determine exactly which Burger King the photos had been taken at, and went about informing the company and the local media. Yeah, the 3 employees got fired. No matter how comfortable
oh my god,
it's important to remember that much of the technology we use on a daily basis will keep tabs on us, if allowed to. And if we want privacy, we have to keep an eye on what settings we use. Don't want to be tracked? Turn off your GPS, double check your photo settings, and maybe check out our video on cybersecurity and whether or not your devices are listening to you right now. After all, a picture can say 1,000 words, but sometimes it just needs one. Fired.
This is why you don't mess around with Job. Dude, this is why you don't mess around with 4chan, to be fair. There was a case, I think, I don't know if it's true or not. I have not verified this story. Of someone torturing his newborn puppies and uploading everything to 4chan. And the people of 4chan did their thing and found them. Just saying. Oh, this is creepy though. I wonder, when I make art, what kind of, like, information does the image have? I know about the date, like, when it was, like, modified, when it was created. This I know for a fact. Details. It tells, okay. Date created, size. It doesn't take... It doesn't have that much information about art stuff. There's that. You didn't know that for yourself? Yeah, I'm just kind of like, ugh, I don't like that. Oh, yeah, that's one way to end the video. Mom, I don't feel so good right now. Well, now I know. The more you know, right? Exactly that. Yeah. I just, you know, there are, yeah, it's fine. I'm fine. I'm not scared. Are you scared? Clips user saves computer names for some silly reason. Properties. Oh wait, no, this was made at Psy actually. Let's see what Clip Studio saves in it. Psy doesn't save that much. It doesn't have that much information. Yeah, owner. It says, yeah, that's true. I'm just trying to track back to who do I send my photos to. And do I want to know where I was at that time or not? Mom? I'm scared. Can you come take me home? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is great. I'm great. You know. So yeah, be careful after taking a photo. To be fair, a lot of my photos, like, I first transfer to my PC so I can resize them, because my phone is just, like, making it way too big. And I'm just kind of like, you know, I don't like to send big pictures around, because then they can zoom on my face and see how perfect it is. Whose computer is that? You aren't home? I'm home. Just part of the digital age. I feel like there are things that should be taught about how to stay careful. And I feel like this is a lesson no one taught me. No one but YouTube. Okay. Oh, nom, nom, nom. They won't, because that would cost people money? What do you mean? What do you mean cost people money? By the way, do you guys know that I have a YouTube channel? You can also follow me on YouTube. You don't have to, but you could. I have one for gaming and one for art. I've divided them. Divide and conquer. To be fair, my gaming one just exceeded my art one. Following wise. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't feel like I'm that much of a funny person. So I'm just kind of like, they're gonna leave soon. I'm gonna miss them. Always turn off the location. Oh, for sure, dude. Every time that I have my, like, a new phone, the first thing that I do is, like, turn off all the stupid thing. Like, I just got a new phone. Did you see my new phone? Look at it, it's so cute. Oh my gosh. It have 3 cameras, because I don't need just one. 3. But yeah, like, the first few things is just kind of like, disable, 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 disable. All the apps that want my location, disable, 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 disable. All the stupid apps that are just, like, came with the phone, uninstall, 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 uninstall. Oh, Akari, did you get you got your new phone? How is it? Is the Rumble? Everyone loves the Rumble. I don't even upload that much of a Rumble, I don't think. Some of your shorts clip from what I've seen have made me laugh a lot. Really? Yay. I'm trying. There's more to come. I try to upload 1 short a week. Some of them flop and the other, like, succeed. I don't know based on what. I think it's based on comments. Like, the more comments it gets, the more it just kind of, like, spikes in views. And then more people see it. And then more people either like or comment on it. And then it just kind of, like, boosts up. So I feel like if I have a clip that, like, makes people speak about stuff, it's a more successful one. It's good, it's a fun. That's what I feel about every new phone. Everybody's just kind of like, how's your new phone? I'm like, yeah, it's just like the other phone. Just, I don't know, better camera, thanks. I don't know. It's a phone. It does the same thing as the other one did. Just faster, I guess. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only person who doesn't care about my own privacy. I mean, I feel like it really depends on how you grew up, I guess. Because, like, I grew up as a female on MapleStory, and a lot of time I wouldn't tell people that I'm a female, because I knew what would happen when I do. So I'm just kind of like, you know... Even to this day, it's just kind of like everyone has like their pronouns or like their name, profile, everything, and I'm just kind of like, you know, when I grew up, I wouldn't tell the people that I'm a female. If they find out, they find out. Like Instagram is just kind of like, choose your pronouns, and I'm just kind of like, skip. I know that I'm a female, and that's all I need to know. I don't care what other people think I am. I can be a plant for all they know. As long as they don't bug me. I think part of the system, it gets more attention, gives a better chance to get more attention. Yeah, for sure. I'm getting sushi. It's sushi time, my friends! Oh, I'm excited! I heard it was just like, we're ordering. Do you want something? I think it's the fact I grew up with Chinese stuff. So I sort of gave up on it because it's so for privacy. Understandable. Oh! By the way, Bergie, I wanted to show you. Oh shit, I should not scratching. Gonna be hyper for this season. Tell me. Watching the basically Final Fantasy 14 class videos. I love them. They're funny. There's something funny about some of the things this guy is. Yes! Honestly, I think I took a lot of tips from them. Because, like, one of the things for Savage mainly that I took is, like, if your hotbar is not on cooldown, it means you're doing something wrong. And I'm just kind of like, on Savage, you do press all the buttons all the time. This makes me happy. This is a really good drama, by the way. I highly recommend. It's super funny, it's cute, and it has all the things in it. Okay. So before we go, I want to share with you. Before we go. You remember this one? He's so good.
Sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm alone. Hello, sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I'm not.
There are 3 types of Chinese drama: modern, wartime, and ancient China.
Feels like a year since he locked me inside. Said he'd be back soon, but I guess he just lied to my face as he walked through the door. I can't take this no more. Only 2 biscuits are left in my plate. A matter of time until I meet my fate. Through the shadows to the light of day. How long must I wait? Sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm alone. Hello.
Look at his dog.
Sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm alone. Hello.
You can't tell me that it's not good. You can't. I wonder which type did I listen to then? Give back my plate. Beba, hello. Why is he alive? I just wanted to share this beautiful masterpiece before we go.
Sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm alone. Sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm alone. Sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm alone.
I love cats. I love cats. Okay. But yeah. Thank you so much for coming to my service. Definitely a masterpiece. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Okay. It's time to say goodbye. I have D&D in 30 minutes. I need to get ready. I need to eat also. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. I hope you had fun.